Hello, this is Patrick, and welcome to some more Tesla news. Huge update to 10.2 firmware for Tesla Model S and X. Lots of really cool stuff. We've got a new launch mode. It's the Cheetah stance, so it gives about 50 more horsepower, and it lowers the front suspension and raises the back suspension a little bit, and it just goes to town. It's pretty cool. I tried it out. It feels neat. Like the car's like, tilting down and wiggling its butt like a cat ready to go. But you can tell it feels substantially more like you're pulling more G's. I guess it's only about around 1 G, but it feels more intense for sure. The other big update for pretty much all Teslas with hardware 2.5 or greater is the new Dashcam Viewer, and it's really cool. It lets you watch the saved Dashcam clips or Sentry Mode directly on the touchscreen with the Dashcam Viewer. You just tap it, and this other little thing is now the Sentry Mode looks like a turret from Portal as opposed to HAL from Space Odyssey. But it lets you look at all the camera views and click on them in real time, and you can see all of them playing at once, and you can quickly scrub through and look through events, which is really cool. The only thing I would hope for is that there's a way to export this in the future to your phone or your email or something like that. But right now, it's still really cool. I dig it. The way the performance and launch mode works is really neat. So you just put it into your Ludicrous mode or Ludicrous Plus mode, and you come to a full stop. Your car has to be in drive. You put down the brake all the way, and you put down the accelerator at the same time, and then you let off of just the brake, and then the car goes to town. And it'll tell you when it's ready. You can feel the suspension lowering. It's really cool. And the last thing that they added with this firmware update is an out-of-order supercharger stalls, which is something they should have had a long time ago. But it's welcome. They finally got that. It was interesting when it was getting the update because it told me which version of the firmware it was updating to, as well as when it was installing, it said it was updating autopilot. So it makes me wonder what's happening behind the scenes on getting it ready for stoplights, because that's the next big update that's going to be out in a few weeks, according to Elon. Full self-driving hardware Teslas are going to be stopping at stoplights, which will be great. Elon also tweeted out that they're planning on simplifying the plaid mode Teslas that are going to be out later this year. They said it was getting too complex on the drivetrain. So that'll be interesting. Maybe the cost will be less. I bet they're working on all that right now with the factory in Fremont being shut down because they can't be building cars. I mean, they're working on ventilators. And speaking of which, they put out a really cool video on how they're doing their ventilators with all Tesla parts. So you can see the Model X and Y screen being used for the display. And it's funny because they still haven't really rewrote the software yet, so you can still see like a car in the lower left hand corner and like the Tesla T at the top middle. It's kind of neat. Oh, and the Model Y! I haven't even talked about the Model Y with all this social distancing and whatnot going on. People have been taking deliveries. In fact, it sounds like they delivered all the ones they made before they shut down the factory, and people are really impressed with it. It's got a heat pump, so you'll get better range in colder climates. Hopefully that'll make its way to the S, the X, and the 3 at some point in time. These rings are only $100, and they'll have a 30-day warranty on them. They look really cool, and they're a great backup in case your phone dies and you don't want to carry a card around with you. You can get these rings at teslatrip.com/ring. Thank you for supporting this channel. We'll see you guys later. Bye. We let go of the brake. Woo! Oh man, Lucas is crazy.